to introduce Mr. Prakash S. Nikam sir. He is working for English department in UG and PG as a full-time teacher. He is also working in the professional department. He runs IT Pro Institute of Computer Network, in which networking courses, programming courses are conducted. He is also working as a chief technical assistant for the last 5 years. Today, he is going to take a lecture on a topic cyber crime. So I request him to deliver his talk.
Hello everyone, great to you. Today I am here, Mr. Prakash Nikam, to deliver a lecture on cyber crimes and cyber laws. Yes, we know, we have heard about cyber crimes and what are their laws. What are the penalties for the persons who is behaving and acting or break the cyber laws. So we are going to learn about it. So first of all, I would like to tell you people, I'm going to overview on about the cyber crimes. We all know the information security and cyber crimes. The objective of this lecture is to educate and create awareness among us, the student, means you people, on use of the technology, internet media and its implication on possible cyber crimes. Some of the possible preventive measures one can take avoid getting victimized for a cyber crime. Yes, we all know we are habitually using the cell phones and we have an internet connection, and we may get victimized. So as a prevention of to getting victimized, this is my prime intention and objective of delivering this kind of lecture. So at the end of this lecture, you will learn what is the cyber crime, the types of the cyber crime, and the threats and trends of the cyber crime. So at first, I'd like to tell you people, actually we can't say it's a definition, but it's a general term, cybercrime. So it is a generic term that refers to all criminal activities done using the medium of computers, the internet, cyberspace and the World Wide Web. So this is a term of cybercrime. So what is the term of cyber security? It means the protecting information, equipments and devices, computers, computer resources, communication devices and information stored therein from unauthorized access. Yes, it is going to preventing to do unauthorized access using the disclosure, disruptions and modification and destructions. Sorry, that's it's unaccess or its use. Actually, cybersecurity is a protecting of all kind of things, such kind of your information, equipments, devices, computer to computer resources and communication devices, information stored where they are in from unauthorized access, use and disclosure, disruptions and modification of the destructions. So this is the term of a cyber security, and what is the term of a cyber law. Yes, there are some laws for the cybercrime. Cyber law is a term used in describe the legal issues related to use of communication technology, particularly a cyberspace. For example, the internet. Cyber law is presented in Indian IT Act 2008. Actually, it is the mainly act is created, act is recommended in 2008. So, you people may have doubt why the cyber crimes are being happen. Yes, what is the motivation behind it? Definitely, that is the motivation for the cyber crimes or the criminals who is doing the cyber crime. That are the money and greed. Yes, definitely. Everyone is after money, and for to have some kind of money, people do the cyber crimes in a greediness, a curiosity. Yes, people have a curiosity how it is happen, or in that curiosity, people break the laws of a cyber crime. Then revenge, we all know this is one kind of a human mankind. Sorry, human kind of human nature. So take revenge. So for that purpose also, it is also one kind of motivation for a criminal, a cyber crime. For the fun, yes, we know that fun is also another motivation for the cybercrime. And praise seeker, we know that we are always in seeking of the praise of other peoples, and we do break the cyber laws. Cyber law, right? Then cybercrime acquired trends. Nowadays, what are the trends? Why the cyber crimes happen? Huge increase in the use of the internet and smartphones. Yes, we all know that. Everyone has its personal cell, his or her personal cell, and the cell has an active internet connection. Individuals share personal and work-related information on internet. We know that today we shares a lot of things on internet. In that, some things are impersonal or some things are work related. We shares on internet. We know that on social media also, or on email also, on WhatsApp also, on Telegram also, we share the information. So this is happening. A critical and sensitive informations are shared on internet. Yes, some critical information and sensitive, which is most sensitive information. That kind of information also be shared on internet. A financial transactions take place on internet. We know that we are in digitalization, and in digitalization we are doing digital payments. While doing digital payments, we know that we use the internet. So that is also one kind of trend for the cybercrime. Then security controls are never 100% and adequate. Yes, the security control is never 100% doing that. So that is why. So bad guys are always a hit to good guys. Bad guys are always a hit to the good guys. Yes, the criminals are a step forward to a good guys. In terms of hacking, the black hackers are always a hit to a white hackers. So a cybercrime, it is no more a fun. Yes, it is not a fun. Committing any crime using a cyberspace, that means using internet, is no more fun, as there are strained laws. So common cybercrime sections applicability of a legal sections. What are the laws are against the cybercrime? Let us look into some common cybercrime scenarios which can attract the prosecutions as per the penalties and offences prescribed in IT Act 2000, amended via 2008 Act Indian Penal Codes. Yes, what are the actually acts? IT Act. Yes, we know. A lot of frauds are happening in day-to-day life. Sometimes we may get victimized for the ATM card fraud or lottery fraud. Yes, committing cheating by the impersonation in the name of bank manager, by the name of bank manager, or example using a name or logos of a reputed companies, a provisions applicable section 66C, 66D of IT Act and section 420 of the Indian Penal Code. That is the law. Under the section of IT Act 2000, Indian Penal Code. Nowadays we find there are ATM card fraud and lottery frauds. Lots of people are being victimized. Why? Because by using the impersonation, the name of the bank manager or a bank, they call to you and they cheat you. Harassment via fake publication profile on social networking site. Yes, this is most important thing for you people. You people also have a profile on internet, on Facebook, on Instagram. Some people have Facebook account, I know that. They have a fake profile. Mostly some students make their fake profile on Facebook and chat with other peoples. The only purpose to have fun. So by that way, the victim get harassed or harassment get happened on social networking site. The creation of a fake profile in social media using the personal details of other's picture, name and other data. Provisions applicable section 66C of IT Act and 500 of Indian Penal Code. That charges may be get applicable for you people if you break the law and make such kind of fake profile. If somebody is going to make charges on you and lodged a complaint against you, have made such a fake profile and cheated and harassed to them, so we'll have charged the section of 66C of IT Act and 500 of Indian Penal Code. Online hate community. Uploading mainly in social media and in other websites, etc. with the intent of a spread a communal hatred. We know that. We share information. We share a lot of information which spread a hatred among the community, a communal hatred. So therefore there is also law for that, a provisions applicable section and a section 153, a section 153A, a section 153B, a section 295, a section 295A, a section 504, a section 505 of the Indian Penal Code. Email account hacking. This is one kind of a fraud. Making unauthorized access, hacking of mail IDs, any type of social network IDs and website, etc. Yes, everyone has a passion to become a hacker, and in the passion of becoming a hacker, we do such kind of things. We try to access some sites, we hack IDs, mail IDs, social networking IDs. Yes, you know that a couple of weeks before I heard that a friend hacked the ID of Facebook. Why he hacked the Facebook ID of his friends, I don't know. Maybe in fun he has hacked his Facebook ID. But you know that the friends get victimized. So if the friend of his have made charges against him and lodged a complaint to the police, what maybe happen? It happens or get charged a section against him, 66 of Information Technology Act in 2000. The creation of a fake websites mainly for the cheating or defamation. If any fake websites or a like website is created for the purpose of the cheating or defamation to the any organization where identical features and logos are used. Yes, we know. A website alike, make it creative. You know that today we are in e-commerce. We place orders on e-commerce site just like Flipkarts, Amazons. So there is a huge business on e-commerce sites. So some fake e-commerce sites may get created or alike websites may be designed. Diwali festival is ongoing and the huge discount sale is ongoing. So taking the advantage of this, maybe I get cloned the website of e-commerce sites just like Flipkart and Amazon, and I replace some codes, and if I cheat, that means I'll have a charge of IT Act 66D and 468, section 469, section 471, section 419, and 420 Indian Penal Code. Introducing American contents and alternation and a deletion of data. If any virus, worms and Trojan, bug, backdoor, toolkit, etc. are introduced in any computer system, or if any alternation, deletion of data, or unauthorized copying or erasing are made. Yes, we know. Nowadays, everyone has in their personal PC there is an antivirus. Even though day by day we know new viruses are being designed in a modified language or a highly coding language. Some worms and trojans are being created. Some bugs and backdoors, rootkits are being created. It is introduced in any computer system or if any alternation. So that's why we are going to using antivirus. We know that a deletion of a data or creating such kind of viruses or just kind of things, or unauthorized copying of or erasing data. For that there is also one kind of law, a provisions applicable in that condition, a punishable section 66 of IT Act, cyber terrorism. If we intend to threaten the unity, integrity, security, or to strike of terror in people, or for any act which may cause a denial of a service of a computer system, a punishable under section 66F of IT Act. Online sale of illegal articles. We are sale of a narcotic, narcotics, drugs, weapons, wildlife is facilitated by the internet. Provisions applicable for generally conventional laws are applied in these cases. Phishing and email scams nowadays. Phishing involves fraudulently acquiring sensitive informations through the masquerading a site as an trusted entity, for example passwords, credit cards information. Provision applicable section 66D of IT Act and section 419, 420 of Indian Penal Code. Online sale of illegal articles. Where sales of theft of a confidential information, data theft. Many business organizations store their confidential information in computer system. These informations are targeted by the rivals, criminals and disgruntled employees. provisions applicable section 72, 72A of IT Act and section 406 and section 408 of Indian Penal Code. Source code generally, source code theft. We know that the license copy or source code. So, if theft, source code generally is the most coveted and important crown jewel asset of a company. If initially intentionally destroys or alternation of source of code is a committed which is a punishable under the following section of laws. A provisions applicable section 65 of IT Act and section 63 of Copyright Act. Uploading of videos and picture of having sexual and pornographic content. Whoever publishes or transmits or causes to be published in the electronic form any material which is the lascivious or appeals to the prurient interest and for defamation of women and girl. It is punishable under section of 67, 67A, 67B of IT Act and 354D, 500, 509 Indian Penal Code, which may extend to more than 7 years. If a morphing is made in the sexual material, then section 67, 67A, 67B of IT Act and 465, 469, 471, 354D and 500 and 509 Indian Penal Code. So cybercrime. Curiosity and revenge may be primary reasons for perpetrator to get motivated for a cybercrime. Most of the times people are not aware about the implications of the cybercrimes laws. Girls are the most found victims of a cybercrimes, yes, mostly. And monetary unlawful or quick gain profit. For the gaining a huge profit or quick profit, we use or we do cybercrime. A common scenario is defamatory post. It is usually found that a victim shares photographs and personal videos in good faith at the time of good relationships, but the same photographs and videos can be edited and uploaded in different social media sites and bad websites in the pretext to revenge and defame, blackmailing, etc. Do's and don'ts in that occasion: do not show your personal photographs and videos to anyone. Always secure your profile picture in the social media. Do not accept friend requests from unknown persons. Phishing calls, banking fraud. It is also common that one receives a fraud call from unknown mobile numbers, revealing themselves as a bank manager of reputed banks, and in the name of the giving service manager to collect of a debit card and details and OTPs, eventually shopping the amount from the victim's bank's account. In that cases, what to do and what to don't. Do not entertain any call who possess as calling from bank authorities. Do not at any condition share your OTPs to anyone. Do not share your banking screen pin or secure pin. Bank never ask for any card number or OTPs or pin number, etc. For Facebook related fraud. people mostly heard about it, mostly take care about it, and please make attention. Facebook related fraud. The fraudsters these days use Facebook as the platform to cheat innocent people. The fraudster create a fancy Facebook profile just like foreigners and sends friend requests which gets the acceptable by the common victims. Over a period of time, the several conversations once the fraudsters has relevant information about the victims' birthdays, anniversaries, etc., we possess to have sends the gifts from abroad having high values. The victims then gets the calls of a confirmation from the airport customs that a gift has come which has high value and needs a payment for the clearance. The victim pays the initial amount and thereon keeps on receiving calls demanding money for the more clearance and at the day gets cheated. So in the case what to do and what to do not accept friend requests from the unknown persons on Facebook or any social media. Do not pay for any gift. Pick websites related to the a recruitment fraud. Yes, recruitment frauds are ongoing. We know that unemployment in our India, and in that such conditions happen, such things are happening. Fraudsters creates like websites copying the entire details from the original organization, and they upload the false results containing the name of the candidates victims, charges money from the innocent youths pursuing a career who pay them in the belief of getting job, but later finds out that the time of joining the entire process was a fraud. In that cases, what to do or what to do not. Do not believe in the thought, as there are no way they can land you to a job. Look the URL, the website carefully. Contact with the admin. Contact details are available in the Google of the website before believing it. Insurance fraud. Fraudsters mainly target the senior citizen and generally contact them during the noon hours in the name of a reopening of a lapsed insurance. They also visit their houses and convinces the victim to issue the checks, or at time provides an erasing pen to sign the check, which they latter in cash, thereby cheating the elderly people of huge fund. They also issued new insurance in the name of the victim, as they get a majority of a commission for this. What to do or what to do not for that in case. Do not allow insurance agent to your house in respect this sort of fraud. Retired serviceman fraud. Fraudsters mainly buzzing as to be a calling from a central team calls retired persons and informs them that they have sum of money which is due as a arrear which will be credited to their account, but in order to avail the sum, the victim needs to pay processing fee to different bank accounts. At the end, after paying this processing fee, the amount never gets credited to the victim's account and thereby gets cheated. What to do and do not in that cases. Do not entertain such type of calls. Verify from your former department about any increment or areas. Departments never says to pay processing fees into personal bank account. Other common cyber crimes. Cyber crimes can be categorized and listed in multiple ways. However, some of the other common cyber crimes observed are as below but not limited to: cyber stalking, cyberbullying, installing keyloggers, cyber terrorism, email-based frauds, webjacking, online gambling, and DOS attacks. Security awareness. Security awareness. This is the awareness for you people. I want to spread among you people. Passwords are the only and or the primary option to ensure privacy of your information. So ensure passwords are complex in nature. Do not write passwords. Do not keep your display pic DP. Display pic means DP in WhatsApp open to everyone. Do not accept friend requests from the unknown persons. Keep your photos in Facebook secured. Log out from all devices after completing your work. Then on social media, what kind of awareness we should have? A social media, just like a big Twitter, is now an integral part of our daily life. Be sensitive in what you upload on your social networking account, status, pics, etc. Use security and privacy options provided by the social media sites. SMS based second factor authentication, access control, who can see what. Yes, on Facebook there is also we have a access control. There we can give the access to a limited people. Browsers, machine mapping to your social media profile, block and keep your personal details personal. Security awareness, smart mobile devices. Connect to only authorized password access. We know that we are always seeking a Wi-Fi which is without password. Don't connect with that Wi-Fi. Use auto lock features. Download apps from the authorized app store only. Use privacy options provided by the various mobile operating system. Do not accept calls from the wired number, weird number, or do not give a call back. Thank you. Yes, thank you for.
Thank you, sir. I, on behalf of Star College Scheme and Arts, Commerce and Science College Palus and the entire team, I thank Professor Prakash S. Nikam sir for giving his valuable talk on the topic of cyber crime. I also thank the students, teaching and non-teaching staff and the technical team engaged in arranging the program. So thank you all.